There's 5 reasons why I love you and none of them rhyme. 9 times 9, 81, Bonnie and Clyde. We got high and sat by the Wellington side. I had one hell of a time, it's rock and roll to life.
Welcome to the Green Tea, Freedom and Truth channel. This is Tristan. It's good to have the Green Tea team back for the Sunday, the 17th of January 2021 edition of the video log. A big thank you and much appreciation for everyone who has liked, shared, commented and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate the Green Tea team. Today's topic we're going to be talking about for our Sunday deep dive is ascending out of the darkness into the light. The ascension, the great awakening. Also, a jewel in the crown of freedom, which is free speech and freedom of expression. And one of the Green Tea team members recently in a video I did commented and said, with all of these restrictions and things coming, that standing in the light, and this Green Tea team member used Jesus, using the light of an ascended master, Jesus, to take us through this dark time. And we are in this period where we are really ascending from the dark ages. The dark ages, you see it in the hundreds of years ago, the way religion was, and even coming through, we are shedding off the remnants of dark age religion, this fear and control. You are fearful of a vengeful, judging God, so you will follow out of fear. This is dark age approach. The light of an ascended master such as Jesus, he was the ultimate manifestation of love, forgiveness, understanding. On the cross, he was able to, as people were killing him, said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Because he understands, as a divine ascended master, that we all have free will, choice and volition. This is endowed to us. This is divine spiritual law. And also in the Bible, the prodigal son, returning son, the son had free will to roam, make mistakes, do all of that, and choose to return back to the path of righteousness, the light. So we see this as the governments are trying to use this base dark age approach of keeping people fearful, they want us to concede and give away, because we are endowed with that innately. It's an immutable law that cannot be taken away. They have to get free-thinking, sovereign beings to go along with the fear and control, a Marxist, global communist narrative. And people saying no, standing in their light, ascending out of that darkness, is what is required to stop that. It doesn't matter what religious path you follow, what teacher. All of the great saints and sages of all of the great religions shine light into darkness for people in different ways. And we are their representatives, their diplomats on this earth plane. We can shine that light, because the only people that we have, that we can work on and improve and shine that light is ourselves. Because we can do that. We have the choice to do that. Also, freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Anytime this is controlled or censored, this is of the dark ages. This is not of the light. We have now the right for people to express there, as long as it doesn't affect other people or interfere with other people's lives, or threaten or call to violence, anything of that nature. But we are seeing that there is a lot of restrictions on speech, restrictions on independent media, the alternative media, which I am now a part of. And let's have a look at the countries that are still in the dark ages. They have not moved to the light. And I would consider most of, New Zealand, Australia, England, America, all of these countries are showing cracks of starting to head in this direction. 10 most censored countries with attacks on free speech laws. Repressive governments use sophisticated digital censorship and surveillance alongside more traditional methods to silence independent media. A special report by Committee to Protect Journalists. Eritrea is the world's most censored country according to a list compiled by the Committee to Protect Journalists. The list is based on CPJ's research into the use of tactics ranging from imprisonment, repressive laws, to surveillance of journalists and restrictions on internet and social media. What are we seeing right now? We're walking towards this. Number 1 to 10, Eritrea, North Korea, Turkmenistan, Saudi Arabia, China, Vietnam, Iran, Equatorial Guinea, Belarus, Cuba. Under Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, everyone has the right to seek and receive news and express opinions. Here, 10 countries flout the international standard by banning or severely restricting independent media and intimidating journalists into silence with imprisonment, digital and physical surveillance, and other forms of harassment. Self-censorship is pervasive. We're seeing that right now. People are self-censoring because of the Marxist communist attack on free speech in the Free West. In the top 3 countries, Eritrea, North Korea and Turkmenistan, the media serves as a mouthpiece of the state, and any independent journalism is conducted from exile. The few foreign journalists permitted to enter are closely monitored. Other countries on the list use a combination of blunt tactics like harassment and arbitrary detention, as well as sophisticated surveillance and targeted hacking to silence the independent press. Saudi Arabia, China, Vietnam, and Iran are especially adept at practicing these 2 brands of censorship, jailing and harassing journalists and their families, while also engaging in digital monitoring and censorship of the internet and social media. Creepy. And people who think the censoring and pulling, deplatforming and taking away the other side of an argument and not seeing a full clear picture and restricting freedom of speech and expression, that is where it heads. Those examples are what you are putting the thin end of a wedge and starting off. And it's your speech that can be restricted, your freedom of expression. Also, having the freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of movement, freedom of association, freedom of religious expression, having all of those things in play allows people to work, choose to refuse a medical treatment, but also it allows people who want to stay at home, wear a mask, unsocial distance, take an untested vaccine. That allows that, and that is of the light. That is ascending from the darkness to the light, because we have this divine immutable law of free will, choice and volition that no man can take away from any of us. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Have courage, speak your truth, support each other, have faith and have fun. Peace out.